As I mentioned at the beginning, we are pleased this morning to have some reps from the Village of Hope with us. And I know that there are 4 of them, 2 of them up front here, and so forth. So the other 2 must be, way in the very back. But anyway, we're glad to have them come and share with us about some of the work out there. I know that when we were out there and heard some of the guys' testimonies, it was very powerful for us. And so we are delighted to have you share it this morning. Reverend Andrew Vahi is with us this morning. He's the director of Village of Hope. And so I'm going to invite him to come on up and then to introduce maybe the other guys who are going to be up front as well as maybe those who are hiding in the back.
Thank you, Pastor, and good morning. Great to be here this morning with you. When we were meeting in the foyer before church, we recognized some faces, and some of you have been already out to the Village of Hope, and were able to come over for some of our pancake festival and pancake breakfast and enjoy our maple syrup, and then some others that had not, and we hadn't mentioned yet, so just great to meet some new people here this morning as well, and to share a little bit about the ministry of Village of Hope. We thank you so much for inviting us to come and share this morning. And we did bring some of our maple syrup with us, by the way. So in case you didn't make it up for breakfast yet, you can take some home as well with you today. So I just want to introduce a little bit of our team this morning. In the back there, I have Dave and Dan. Thank you, guys. And so we're kind of guarding the front and the back for some reason. I don't know, but that's okay. And also, Johnny is going to share with you in a few moments a little bit of his testimony. He's visiting with us from Florida right now, but was a part of the team of the Village of Hope for several years. And God has done a tremendous miracle in his life. And these guys in the back as well, Dan and Dave, God has transformed them and their hearts and their minds from the day that I first met any one of them. And so it's great to see God working in life, isn't it? And, I always say we get to see miracles at the Village of Hope every day. It's not always somebody throwing away crutches or walking out of a wheelchair, but when you see somebody and you know what they used to be, and then you begin to see what God has transformed them into, that is a miracle. When you see somebody sitting on a stool in the middle of the classroom and finally forgiving somebody that maybe had abused them for years, and finally able to break free from that and be able to forgive and follow what God has told us to do and just see the freedom that fills their heart, that is a miracle. You see something that has kept them in bondage for years and years, and today they can walk away from that and be free and go on with the plans and the purposes that God has for their life. And that's the kind of miracles that we see each and every day there. I say we don't even, when we got those kind of classes going on, we don't even use Kleenex, we need paper towel, and so, God is really doing a great work there at the Village of Hope. And we want to share a little bit about that this morning. Recently I look at the news and the different things that are going on, and you could say that it is the best of times and yet the worst of times, happening all at once, isn't it? And if you look through history, you'll see that has been a common theme. But I'll tell you that today is a great day to be a Christian. Today is a great day to have something to believe in, to know the reality of God. And when I look at things that often surprise me, the neat thing is that these things do not surprise God. God is not surprised and God is not shocked. Today there's we hear about the shootings that cross the river, and we see what happened there, and that is not a surprise to God. That is not a shock to Him. It's a tragedy, but it's not a surprise to Him. And I watched the ceremony yesterday on television. It was just a beautiful ceremony, and some of the things that were said were just incredible. And it sounds to me like they were very incredible people. And I watched as Pastor Bernard Groston was sharing in a prayer there, and he's the chaplain of the city police. And I've known Pastor Bernard since I was a little boy, and I was up to lunch with him recently, and he was sharing the exciting moments that the Lord, just the way the Lord had put him in that position, and he never knew that, why God would use that, put him in that position as a chaplain for the Frederick City Police. know if they had a chaplain before him or not. But the fact that he was there, God knew that these tragedies were going to happen. God knew that there needed to be a chaplain there. There needed to be somebody to minister to all these families and so on. You see, and so God is well aware of the tragedies that are coming down the road. And unfortunately, God can't spare us from each and every one of those. But He's going to walk with us through them all. You know, and I believe that with the Village of Hope. You know, there's a reason why God spoke to my heart 10 years ago to say, I want you to go back to New Brunswick and build another Village of Hope. You know, there's a reason for that. You see, God knows. God is preparing way in advance for the things that surprise us each and every day. And just the other day I drove by one of the new Cannabis New Brunswick stores. And I was surprised by it, you know, to see it. I mean, it was a beautiful building and so on, very well done. But to see Cannabis New Brunswick on it was kind of a letdown for me in my heart. You know, and I can remember when I was a little boy and I was getting into trouble here in the city, and I remember sitting in a courtroom watching people get arrested for marijuana possession and stuff, and today the government is building stores to sell it. And that's a bit of a surprise to me, okay? That's a bit of a shock. But I was once again reminded in my heart when I sat there and looked at that whatever's a surprise to me is not a surprise to God. You know, and we can't expect the government to be the church, and we can't expect the world to be the church. We have to be the church because we're the church. You know, and God has got a plan through it all, doesn't He? Doesn't matter what things we face that confuse us each and every day, God has got a plan through it all. Now, there wasn't one guy that comes to the Village of Hope, a broken man, his life destroyed, his family destroyed, his finances gone, drug and alcohol addiction has taken over his life to the point where he's contemplating suicide, thinking that this is, you know, my life is over, everything is going to end. Well, not one of those men grew up as a young child. We see these little kids today going down to the Sunday school to listen about the goodness of God. And not one of those guys that come to the Village of Hope was a child like that one day thinking, when I get to be big, I hope I get to be a drug addict. You know, I can't wait until I grow up, but I'm going to be an alcoholic. Nobody plans on that. Nobody plans on destroying their life or throwing things away that are valuable to them. But though the road of life is rocky, sometimes we stumble, sometimes we fall, sometimes things happen that are outside of our control, and sometimes we react and we pull away, and one thing after another, eventually, sometimes we end up in a place that we never planned on being. You know, and that's where the guys are that come to the Village of Hope. But you see, God knew that those things were going to happen in their lives. And that's why God spoke to me and said, Andrew, I want you to go to New Brunswick and build a Village of Hope. And God spoke to us in our prayer journals and told us we would have 200 acres, we would be on the river, and we wouldn't pay more than $1 for it. And that's where we are today, where our Maple Sugar Camp is. We found some land out there that was owned by Byron Phillips. 200 acres, beautiful property, both sides of the North Branch of the Oromocto River, and we gave him $1 for it. And we found a dollar bill, and we put it in a frame, and we brought it to him. We said, Byron, here's your $1. This is exactly what God has spoken. And he sat there in his rocking chair, rocking back and forth with this dollar bill in a frame, and tears were rolling down his cheeks. He said, oh, boys, isn't God good? He said, out of all the land in New Brunswick, God would choose my land to build a Village of Hope. And just so privileged to be a part of the solution. So privileged that God would choose something of His to be a part of the answer. You know, because there is an answer. I mean, we sing those songs that, you know, Jesus is the answer for the world today. Above Him, there's no other way. Jesus is the answer. And so we, as Christians, need to present Jesus Christ as the answer to all the problems that are out there today, all the drug addictions, all the anxiety and depression and different things that are going on, you know, that seem to be so prevalent in our society today. That's why God speaks and says, Andrew, I want you to go and build a Village of Hope in Tracy. It's not my idea. It wasn't just a plan that I had. It wasn't just something that I came up with and prayed that God would bless it. I believe that if we want to be successful in this world, we need to not convince God to align himself with our plans, but we need to say, Lord, not my will, but yours be done. I want to get in on what God is doing, right? I want to give up my plans and my ideas, and I want to get in on what God is doing if I want to be really, truly successful. And I believe that's why Village of Hope will be a success. It has been, will continue to be a success, and will continue to grow, is because it wasn't my idea. It wasn't just something I came up with. But it was something God planted inside of my heart and said, Andrew, I want you to go and do this. And God began to rally people around, people like yourselves, church groups and community groups and different people that said, Andrew, I feel like we want to help you, we want to support you, we want to come up and shingle a roof and tile a floor and do this and do that. And I always say it takes the hearts and hands of many people to build a village of hope. We cannot do it alone. And that's why we are the body of Christ. And I want to thank you also for coming alongside us as you have already and getting in on what God is already doing, you see. And that's what you do when you partner with the Village of Hope and partner with a ministry like ours. We have some brochures that, did everybody get one of these brochures, Hope Partners, when you came in today? If you didn't get one, we can hand some more out. If you may not get one, just raise your hand up and Dave will get some to you there. Hope Partners is something that we have created where people can partner individually with men in the program. Because, you know, one day I was a guy that was throwing my life away to drug and alcohol addiction. I was getting in trouble right downtown here in Fredericton, and just a couple of streets away from here. Not knowing that God had a Village of Hope inside of my heart to build. Not knowing that that was God's plan and purpose for my life. I always tell our guys, you know, if you were born, God has a plan and a purpose for your life. Now, if you're still alive, it doesn't matter where you've been and what you've done, God will redeem them. And that plan still exists. All you have to do is submit to Him. And so as I did that, I began to realize that God had a plan and a purpose for me. We first built a Village of Hope over the country of Estonia that continues to go on today, and now another one here in New Brunswick. But what would have happened to those if I had not realized my own destiny? You see, and so when we partner with these students in the program for $35 a month, you're not just helping a guy get free from drugs and alcohol. That's great. I mean, it's very important. We can't do anything without it but that first step. But really what the Village of Hope is, it's an organized opportunity for men to get their life right with the Lord. Because it's that relationship with God that's going to carry them on. It's these guys, we're not trying to make them somebody that they are not. We're trying to allow the Lord to remove all the garbage, all the character defects, all the pain, all the abuse, all the emotional trauma, all this stuff, so that the real person who God designed them to be can start to shine forward. You know, we have these things now, these Apple products and stuff like that. And you know, I can open this. Unless my kids know my password, they can't open this because it takes my thumbprint to open this up. Isn't that amazing? Only I can open this. Why is that so? Well, it's because there's only one of my thumbprints in the world. You see, out of 7.5 billion people on this planet, nobody has your fingerprint but you. You know, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, if you're feeling insignificant someday, we go into schools and we tell them this because we can't use the scripture here in the schools, but I say, kids, if you're feeling unimportant, take a look at your fingerprint. Take a look at that and say, you know what? There's only one of me in this whole world. God designed me specifically the way He wants me. God's got a plan for me. You know, the Bible says that the hairs on your head are numbered. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it would be amazing if I could guess how many hairs were on Juddy's head here this morning. Right? You know, like the game with the jelly bean jar and you win the jelly beans. I never won that game. But you know, that would be amazing, but that's not what it's saying. It's saying that they are numbered. And when something is numbered, it means it's designed. You know, I sometimes liken that to like IKEA furniture. Anybody ever shop at IKEA? Well, we have a lot of Swedes that help us out, so we used to go to IKEA and get some furniture. And you know, after you struggle with putting these pieces together for about an hour or so, you're like, okay, honey, give me those instructions over there. And then when you start to look at the instructions, you every one of you. And just like I discovered all my life, that I was designed for a purpose. And if I don't live up to that purpose for which I'm designed, there's not going to be enough drugs in the world to make me feel better. And there's not going to be enough alcohol in the world to make me feel better. There's not going to be enough anything else in the world to make me feel better unless I'm doing what I was designed to do. And every one of these guys in the program, they need to discover what is my destiny. When you're partnering with one of these guys, you're not just partnering in helping them get free from drugs and alcohol, although that's an important step, but it's discovering their God-given destiny. The reason for which they were created, the reason for which they were born. You see, and that's what makes me excited, is to begin to see that. It's great to have a graduation day, I get excited. But I'll tell you what, I get really excited when I begin to listen to these guys 2 or 3 years later, all passionate about the destiny. They're starting to discover what they're born for, what God has really wanted them to do in their life, that really their life can be used to even save other lives. And they begin to get excited about that. Because if there was a village of hope inside of me, what's inside of these guys? What's inside of Dave back there? And Dan? And Jody, I'd like for you to come up this morning and just share a little bit of your testimony and some of the things you've discovered. So, welcome.
Who all's been out to the village over here? Show of hands. It's really something out there, I tell you. Since I left New Brunswick, this is the 3rd consecutive year that I've come up here for the homecoming. And I was telling Andrew the other day that it's always encouraging for me to see the changes that are taking place out there because, like Andrew told you, the 200 acres for $1, the overwhelming joy that Byron Phillips had about his property being chosen by God to develop this program for men who are struggling in drug and alcohol addiction, to see it actually doing and fulfilling its purpose within this province, within this country, is always reassuring to me, as I was in the same place that a lot of these men that come into that program are in. From as early as I can remember, I was born into dysfunction. My parents divorced when I was 1 year old. Me and my father had to go and live with my grandmother, and you can kind of pick it up in my voice. I'm not from here. I'm from down way down there, all right? My grandmother's an old Florida cracker, country woman. She is particularly good at 3 things. She's very good at frying chicken, she's very good at raising babies, and she is very good at speaking her mind with no filter, and a lot of times when she should just be quiet. And one of the earliest memories that I have of my grandmother telling me was that your mother doesn't love you, that's why she never comes to see you. So that was just one lie that started in my life. I never saw my mom. My dad left the house long before I got up and usually came home long after I was in bed. So I was raised pretty much by my nanny from an early childhood. My dad ended up remarried when I was almost 4 years old. The woman that he married also had a son. And again, my dad was never there, and she did not particularly care for me a whole lot back then. I can remember listening to her on the telephone tell her sisters and her mother and her brothers, I just wish his mother would come and get him and take him away from here. I can't stand having to watch him every single day. So growing up, I never really felt like I had anybody that was in my corner. When I was 12 years old, my dad finally finished the house that he was building for us. And we moved out to a new area of town, which was south of Ocala, and I met a group of guys out there within this neighborhood, and I was about 12, 13 years old, somewhere around there at that time. And these guys introduced me to marijuana for the first time. I immediately became hooked to that type of social environment. Never really had anybody to hang out with, never really had anybody that wanted to have anything to do with me for the most part, never wanted to know about who I was, so I began hanging out with these guys, right? So the marijuana ended up in smoking cigarettes, which ended up into drinking, which ended up into other things, acid, and a whole lot of things. And by the time I was 21 years old, I had developed a major addiction to cocaine. Thought that I had the bright idea to try to sell cocaine at one time, and in a worldly stance. It did very good for a moment of time until I tried to figure out, well, I think we need to try this out and figure out what the craze is about this stuff. The first worst decision I ever made in my life was the night that I put cocaine in my nose. It ended up turning into about a 6 to 7 year addiction to cocaine, to the point where I could not even put any more in my nose because my face hurt so bad, my teeth hurt, my eyes hurt, everything on my face hurt. A lot of times I just laid in bed at night with my eyes watering, not even with the ability to cry, just in pain because of what it was doing to my insides. One night, I was leaving the place where I was going to buy cocaine, and I got pulled over by a sheriff's officer from Marion County. And he asked me if there was anything in the car, and I told him no, sir, there's not. And he says, well, you don't mind if I have a look? And I said, go ahead, help yourself. I knew there was stuff in the car. He went in there, he found some, he came out and threw it on the hood of my car. And he says, Mr. Peavy, he says, I thought you said there was nothing in the car. And I said, well, I lied. And he says, is there anything else in that car? And I told him, I said, if you go back to the same spot that you found that, I said, you'll find the remainder of it. He went back into the car, he found it, and he comes out and he puts it all out on the hood of my car. And then he says, stand right there in front of your vehicle, don't move. He goes and he gets in his car and he stands in there for somewhere around, or he's sitting in his car for somewhere around 45 minutes. That's my take on how long it took. It could have just been 5 minutes, but it felt like 45 minutes. He comes back out and he says, Juddy, he goes, this is what we're looking at here. He says, you've got enough cocaine on the hood of your car there to put you in prison for a mandatory minimum of 5 years. Now, I don't know how your laws work up here in Canada so much as they do down there, but when they tell you that it's a mandatory minimum, they mean it is a mandatory minimum. You are going to spend at least 5 years in prison before you come back out. And he says, you're going to lose your license for the rest of your life. He says, but here's what we're going to do. He says, you're going to grab all of that cocaine, he goes, you're going to walk over here to these railroad tracks, and he says, and you're going to dump every single bit of it out on the ground. So I walk over there with him, we dumped it out, and I tell everybody that it's an eerie feeling when you're sitting there dumping this stuff out and you know that all of that stuff is somebody else's money. And I'm just watching red and blue flicker down to the ground and knowing that I am in a world of hurt when I go and try to tell these people that all their money is sitting in the dirt out by the railroad tracks. The guy looks at me, he goes, look, man, he goes, I was on the phone with your uncle in the car. My uncle happened to be a major crimes detective in Marion County. And he says, he told me that it's my call to do whatever it is that I want to with you. He says that him and your whole family is tired of intervening in your life because you make poor decisions. And he said, so here's my decision. He says, the cocaine is on the ground. He says, I don't ever want to see your car on this side of town. And he goes, nobody at the sheriff's department even knows that we're even sitting here on the side of the road right now. Now, I'll tell you that story right there because it is going to tie in here in just a little bit. I decided that I needed to find a different way to do cocaine. That was not enough to stop me. I ended up going to my dad's house that night to tell him what happened. And I was in a bad state of mind at that point. I didn't want to live, and if you guys, mothers and fathers in here, you know, imagine your child telling you that the only thing that they want to do in life is just to die. They don't want to live anymore. I told my dad flat out, I says, I'm not cut out for this. I says, everything that I put my hands to fails. I said, I ruin everything. I ruin every relationship that I come across. And everything that I touch is destroyed. And it's just left behind in a wake. That was it. Left their house that night, went back home, met up with a buddy of mine. I said, I got to figure out a better way to do this stuff. So I began to smoke crack cocaine. And for the last 5 years of my addiction, that's what I did was I smoked crack cocaine. And when I finally went into a program, I was 32 years old. I'm 41 today. As a matter of fact, the 15th of next month will be 9 years that I have not had any drugs in the system. I finally went into a program when I was 32 years old. At that point in time, I was smoking $200 to $500 worth of crack a day. I was in torment. I was paranoid. I thought people were following me. I thought somebody was living in the trunk of my car. I thought people were coming into my house at night while I was in my bedroom. But I stole a a bunch of money from the guy that I worked for, and he wanted me dead. And his nephew worked for us too, and his nephew called me and he says, Jody, he says, you got to get out of Ocala. He said, Jamie is riding around with his gun on the front seat of his truck, and if he sees you, he's going to shoot you dead. So I said, fine. I went over to the guy's house and I bought a note from him, and I told him, I said, look, man, I said, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go down to Okeechobee. I said, I'll call you when I get out. He told me, he says, well, he goes, I'm glad to hear that. He goes, because I'm not going to give you anything else, and I'm not going to sell you anything else. He goes, because I've got something telling me that there's more for your life than what's in these little bags right there. I said, yeah, whatever, man. He said, take these shorts, take this shirt, get yourself cleaned up, and go to your dad's house. On the way to my dad's house, I had second thoughts. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to go face my dad because I know what the conversation is with my dad when I take my problems to him. He tells me that I'm stupid, I don't know what I'm talking about, you're never going to grow up, you're never going to amount to anything. So I said, I'm just going to wait till he goes to bed, I'll drop his truck off, and then I'll go out and commit suicide. It'll be over with. And then there's that small voice that speaks to you and it says, just go to your dad's. So my dad had a missing persons watch out on me because I disappeared there for a few days. And when I showed up there, his first words were, where have you been? I said, just sit down. I said, I'm not going to talk to you. I said, get my mom on the phone. I said, I'll talk to all of y'all at the same time. I just told him when she got on the phone, I said, guys, I said, I need help. I said, I've turned into something. I said, I don't even know who I am anymore. I said, I'm stealing from people. I'm destroying people's lives. I said, I don't have a clue even what I'm even doing. And my dad didn't help. My dad started to cry. And he said, finally. It was going to take about 7 days for me to get into the program down at Okeechobee. My dad took time off from work. He coordinated with my mom, who lived in the same county, and they basically kept me under watch for the next 7 days and wouldn't let me out of their sight until I made it down to Okeechobee for my intake interview. Went down to Okeechobee, went there, was not looking to develop a relationship with the Lord at all. I was looking there to hide out for a few months, and then I had it all in my head that I was going to go back and I was going to go and get high. As soon as the dust cleared, I was going to go back and I was going to get high. About 4 months into the program, though, God started to work in my heart, and He started to work in my life, and He started to open up my eyes for things that says, hey, you spent your whole life pointing your finger at everybody else. But the decisions that you've made that have gotten you here have all been your own. Started to speak some clarity to me to the things that I didn't understand, that I had built these judgments and I built these vows against my mom, my dad, people that I feel that have wronged me in my life, and started showing me that, hey, Jody, they did the best that they could with what they knew how to do. God's voice became to be more clear to me, and it became to be more real. And I started to actually start feeling some freedom. And then somewhere in that time frame, one of our instructors had me journal in my journal, and he says, I want you to ask the Lord, hey, after I graduate this program, how much of my time do you want me to give you? And the Lord said, I want you to give me 3 years. I said, all right. So I graduated the program down in Dunklin in July 29th of 2010. Stayed on for SLT, which is Servant Leadership Training. It's another year-long commitment. And about 2 months into that, the Village of Hope was starting up here in New Brunswick, and they were starting to take men into the program, and they didn't have any single guys to be able to watch the guys overnight. So we sent a guy up there, the boarder wouldn't let him in, he turned him around, sent him back home. The following Monday, we're in an SLT class, and there's 27 of us in there, and the SLT teacher says, who in here does not have a criminal record? And I looked around, my hand was the only one that was in the air. And I said, no. I said, there. Todd says, Jody, have you ever thought about it? I said, absolutely not. And he goes, just pray about it. So I did. I prayed about it. And the Lord started to open up my eyes. Remember the story a little bit earlier about getting pulled over with the cocaine? The Lord started to show me. He goes, I want to show you every area in your life where I've held back what you deserve. The cocaine came. I got hit in the stomach with a boat propeller because we were being stupid in a boat on the lake. I got shot at trying to repossess a guy's car. I got a gun held in my head. I had knives pulled on me. I've been in some of the worst situations that you could think of, in some of the most compromising positions. And the Lord says, I've held back everything that you deserve. He says, for you to walk in a different purpose. So about 3 days after that, I walked up to Todd, and I had tears in my eyes, and I was like, Todd, he goes, you ain't got to say nothing. He goes, we've already got your passport work paperwork started. And he says, we just wanted you to hear from the Lord the way that we were hearing from the Lord. He says, all we're asking for you to do is make a 3-month commitment to the village of Hope. I said, I can do that. I'm from Florida. We don't have snow in Florida. Winter in Florida usually is somewhere around 2 o'clock on January the 11th, and it's over after that shortly. And we got 2 seasons, hot and not quite as hot. So I came up in November. The middle of December, I was ready to go home. I didn't like it. I found out quick that I cannot walk on ice. And I found out quick that nobody was going to bother to tell me that, hey, sometimes when there's snow on the ground, there's ice underneath it. All right, so don't try to walk across it, without being cautious. Somewhere around the latter part of December, I knew that I was going home about February 17th, and Andrew and I had a little moment down in the basement of the Village of Hope there in the hallway, and he could see that something was on me, and he says, Juddy, he says, what's wrong with you? And I said, I don't see God here. He said, God ain't here at all on this property. And Andrew says to me, because that's a pretty harsh thing to say. He's like, why don't you just give it some time and get how you feel? I said, I'll give it some time. I said, I'm gonna finish 3 months. I said, but come February 17th, I said, I'm out of here. So looking forward to February 17th, right before that date came, I was journaling one morning, and the Lord says, hey, he says, you're going to go and you're going to commit to them for another 3 months. I said, yeah. And he says, yes. And so I prayed about it, and went to Andrew, and I said, Andrew, I feel like God's telling me that I need to stay up here for another 3 months. And I could never figure out in my head why the Lord wanted to keep me somewhere where I was not happy. So that 3 months was counting down, and at that point we had a guy out there named Caleb Christian who was leading the program. He was coming back and forth. And Caleb put in his resignation. So I'm in my quiet time one morning, and the Lord says, Jody, he says, now I want you to go, and I want you to commit to them for 2 years. And I said, man, I said, that's asking a lot. And he says, 2 years. So I went to Andrew, and I said, this is what I'm hearing. It's a 2-year commitment. And Andrew says, all right, we'll go back down to the border, and we'll get you a work permit. Never understood why the Lord wanted to keep me in a place that brought me so much just unnervousness in my heart. I was not happy. I was not happy with being taken away from a program that was established down in Florida to a place that was brand new, to where the freedoms that I had gained through completing a 10-month program were taken away from me, and I felt like I was back at ground zero. Shortly after I committed to Andrew for 2 years, I got offered a job down in Florida for just under $50 grand a year. And I turned it down because I felt even then that I still made a commitment to the Village of Hope up here. I made a commitment to God, and I needed to follow through with that commitment there. Shortly before my 2-year work permit was up, I lost my grandfather down there. He was almost 92 years old, and my whole entire family was there by his bedside except for me. And down in the South where I come from, our families are very tight-knit. When something happens like that, it's a ripple that the whole entire family feels. And I didn't like that feeling. I was able to talk to him on the phone, and I said, Granddad, listen, it's all right with you. I said, I know that the time's coming. I know that you're not going to be here very much longer. I said, but when it comes time for your service, I said, I do have some things that I would like to say. And he ended up passing away. I went down there, and I ended up doing his funeral service for him. And I got to affirm his life, and I got to say some things, and I got to let people know just exactly the man who he was, not why we were there. Everybody can see there's a casket in front of you, you know why you're there, but for everybody just to understand who he was as a man. I also talked to my buddy that was down there, and I said, hey man, look, I'm feeling that it might be time for me to come back home. And I said, is that job offer still available? And he says, I'll check in with you and I'll let you know. So he gives me a call a week and a half later, and he says, man, it's there for you if you want it. I go in to talk to Andrew, and I tell Andrew what I think that I'm hearing. And Andrew has got a very exceptional set of skills. Is that he wants to see the success in every individual that comes out there to the Village of Hope that's a part of it, and no matter what shape or form that they're in. And a lot of those skills that he has is one of the reasons why I struggled so much, is because I didn't like being pushed like that. I didn't like being stretched. I liked being comfortable. I didn't like responsibility. I didn't like more responsibility stacked on top of the responsibility that I didn't like in the first place. But he says, I want you to pray about it. And I says, I'm going to pray about it. You know, and then in my mind, I'm just thinking, I'm like, man, this is it. And the Lord says, hey, he goes, I want you to go back to this particular journal. It's a picture of a journal that a guy that I had in the program down in Dunklin. He goes, it's the journal that has the picture that's drawn on the front of it. I went in there and I started opening it up, and then this page just stood out, and it said, Lord, how much of my life do you want me to give you after I graduate? Remember that question from earlier? God said 3 years. I graduated the program at Dunklin on July 29th of 2010. I got my passport out, and I opened up my work permit, and my work permit expired July 29th of 2013. I said, that's all I need, right there. All right? Now, that don't give you goosebumps, it does me. Like right now, I'm barely standing up here, because that's God's confirmation. Period, point blank, black and white. I shared that with Andrew, and Andrew says I can't argue with that. The job that I have now is I'm a project safety director for a general contractor down in the States. I manage anywhere between 350 to 1,200 workers every day on the sites, trying to keep them and to rescue them from themselves and their own poor mistakes while they're out there. That's a very dangerous field. It does come with a great deal of responsibility and a great deal of focus, and there is no way that I ever would have been prepared to take on a career like this had it not been for the way God used the Village of Hope to help me see my purpose. So along with what Andrew was saying up here early, it's not about guys coming out there to get clean. Okay, when I was doing the intake at the Village of Hope, I had a guy that's all he wanted was to be clean. I said, sir, I'll take you outside right now. It was the month of January. I said, I'll take all your clothes off of you, tie you to a tree, and squirt you down with a water hose. I said, you're going to be clean. I said, you're going to be absolutely miserable. I said, but you'll be clean. It's about guys getting off of drugs. It's about them getting off of alcohol. It's about them to start to understand why they made the decisions that they have. And then when they understand all that, then it's about their eyes being opened up and being able to identify with the purpose and the destiny that God created them in the first place for. I thank you so much for having us out here. And, if you haven't been out there, I encourage you to come out and see what God's doing. And I encourage you to get involved out there in the lives of each and every single one of these men. Gratitude is seen tremendously when these guys realize that perfect strangers want to have some kind of investment into their life. And I'm not talking just about monetary investment. I'm talking about people that just come out there and sit down and talk with them, people that listen to them. Listen to some of their stories, man. Some of the places that some of these guys come from, and have them tell you what God is doing in their life since they've been out there is amazing. Talk to their parents. If you want to see what gratitude really looks like on the face of a dad, you should have been out at the Village of Hope this morning at 12:30 when my dad woke up to go start the grill and cook all this food that we're cooking for our homecoming celebration today. All right, and he does it every year. And even before he even starts that grill, he's already wanting to know what day we're coming next year. All right. Because we're thankful for what God has done in our lives. We're thankful for what God has done in our relationship. All right, now, thank you very much.
Thank you, Juddy. That's a tremendous testimony. That's a miracle that we're talking about, a miracle that changed life. And you're all welcome, by the way, to come after service if you want. We're having a barbecue out there. Come to the Village of Hope. From 1 to 5 all day, we're doing family fun time and bouncy castle and face painting and whatever, barbecue, Southern style barbecue. So you're all welcome to come. God has a plan, doesn't he? Through it all. God has a plan, he has a plan, he has a plan. And we don't have to think of an answer on our own. We don't have to come up with a new solution. God has a plan through it all. You can see that how God's destiny is weaving all the way through that woman, his path all the way through that testimony. And God has a destiny for each and every one of us. So I want to thank you so much for having us today. We're just going to roll a quick video before your pastor comes. And if you partner today with the Hope Partners program, come see us in the back. Talk to us. We want to give you a gift of our maple syrup that we brought with us. So God bless you. Amen.
I want to say thank you, Andrew, for coming and sharing with us. Thank you, Jerry, for sharing your story. It's a powerful. If you haven't been out in Village of Hope, this afternoon is a great time to go. Barbecue, how tall do you have to be to get to the Bounce House? And I just see it is an amazing place to go and to see. The website was up there, and directions are in that brochure.
We can give you directions.
Yeah. Good. So, you guys are going to be out in Fellowship Time, Coffee Center, Welcome Center afterwards. If you want to have a chat with them and learn more about it as well, I encourage you to do that. We're going to close this morning with hymn number 404, The Solid Rock.